And the rivers start in China. The rivers start in China, and China's trying to dam off those water supplies. And once you make
Really?
India, yeah, once you make a country like who's downstream dependent on you and your damming situation, like you can manipulate their
Mhm.
politics, and they're basically gonna like do whatever you say.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, so India is kind of susceptible for that reason. Like India's water can be controlled by China in the next 10, 20 years if they fully dam it off. And
That's why
then
China's building that big ass motherfucker. They have a
you say,
huge damn project I saw. Is that the one?
no, you probably saw the one in Africa. That one's the most expensive in the world.
Oh yeah.
That's the Ethiopian one. You know what's crazy is these dams, bro, they've been like in construction since 2011.
And
It's just wild that like I don't know, it wasn't something nobody talked about in 2011, and then like I heard about it in like 2017, 2018 through like a YouTube video, and then now I'm
yeah,
hearing about it
kept it
again.
quiet.
Well, it's not that it's quiet, it's out in the open. It's just that there's so much shit going on in the world, and our attention is so like spaced out. It's
Mhm.
hard to get a
Yeah.
proper
This is like a
grasp of the
long,
world.
it's like a longer term issue.
It's something that you read in the history books, and it's like it's a very big, clear. It's gonna be like a whole chapter in a history book, but living through it, you don't even notice.
Yeah. Maybe we won't even have history books.
I'll have Chinese propaganda videos.
Yeah, no such thing anymore, huh? Whoever wins fucking writes them.
Tiananmen
Look how
Square.
inaccurate all our history books are. Like what percentage is actually just fucking bullshit?
Well, I'm sure there's thousands, but it's relative, right? Like, what's the history of the hunter-gatherer society of like 5 million years of history? Like, there's probably some crazy shit that went down 100%. But like,
Yeah, for sure.
how much of it is relevant to our lives today, and like influences like the immediate cultures?
I
I think
mean,
like the I
nothing.
think the
I would
last
say
like
the past like 200-300 years maybe, probably.
even
Maybe
I think a
more.
little longer. I think like the past like half like 500 years. Because
Yeah.
in 500 years you can watch like a development of like I don't know like China's been suffering like the past 100 years has been their unlucky century or something like that.
For what? It's a Century of the Dragon or something?
Yeah, or like for the past 200 years China's been struggling. But before that they were like a superpower and like they're just waiting until it's their time again. But I think like you can watch like how that influences like over 500 years. Like if there's a big society,
To your left.
I gotta get there quick. Fuck, 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 fuck.
They got the objective. Tough day, lads.
Yeah, let's say that like in like let's say like let's think past our lives, right? So Americans who live
No.
through this day and age, if they have kids who are like kind of are born in somewhat of like a like on the downfall aspect of America, they would hear all the stories from their grandparents. So that's like 100 years of history, and they still view America as like being like a holy thing. The next generation of kids might struggle really hard, and then the kids after that are gonna struggle even worse. But those ones might build resentment. But you gotta look at like what happened like 5 generations higher to understand why they would have that resentment, right? Because you might have like all these relics, you might have all this like culture in your family.
Fuck, they were both there.
Next round. Pick it up.
I think the only people that are like Yo, you think it's like a natural evolution to like destroy cultures and like have your culture succeed?
Probably, yeah. Well, you want your species and stuff to survive and thrive, your tribe or whatever. These guys are just gonna camp me out. Fuck.
10 seconds.
It's all based out of like identity though, and your values.
Objective in play. Get after it. Gave him hell.
Pussy.
Can't take the damage. Move out. Let's get to work.
I don't know. I think it's like borders and everything. I think are like a natural thing.
Depends
Like,
where
it's
though.
we just have bigger tribes. That's it.
Well, a lot of the borders in Africa were drawn by Europeans, and they make no sense. Like they're a lot of parts of the world apparently, like various borders are just
Switching
like
sides.
meaningless, and they don't even
Yeah,
represent
that's what
proper
like
like.
colonization and shit.
Push them back.
Yeah, well, it was just them splitting up the plot of land, but
Yeah.
after they left, like they became. So that was one of the guys says that there's a slight chance of a union of an African nation, where like 5 or 6 of them unite and become like a huge country. And the reason why he thinks it's like plausible is because none of them have national identity. They're all from like random tribes that like were forced to become one country.
Yeah, you never really know. Like, fucking anything could happen there.
Well,
It's
that's
still
what he's saying.
developing. Everything's developing.
Yes and no. He says that like, but it's true. Like I feel like Europe is already set in stone. You can't like merge countries in
Yeah,
Europe.
there's a lot of history there. Yeah.
Mhm. Not only is there history, there's like distinct differentiations between them. You know what I mean? Like the German people are so different to the French, who are so different to the Spanish
Yeah.
and the Portuguese.
And that's also just time because like it's old cultures that have actually been like
around for a
recorded.
long time.
I
Mm.
think one of the things in Africa, nothing's been recorded, so it's kind of there's no identity
Mhm.
except for like word of mouth.
Well, also, dude, their cultures have been torn apart and shit by colonizers, so it's hard to like. I think your culture gets lost.
Gunfight.
Yeah, you know, all the places, Africa's definitely had the worst go.
Yeah, out of all countries.
Weapons ready. Move in. Stay focused. No mistakes. This round is ours.
Yo, like, make sure this guy gets 0 kills, bro. Just try not to die like really hard.
All right.
Sticking behind you.
He's on the right.
Oh.
Hey man, thought you weren't gonna die.
Yeah, it's fucking shit. Cat.
What the fuck? How'd you get there?
Their confidence grows. Use it against them.
How the fuck did this guy hit me?
Yo, I was watching Jordan Peterson today.
He's hacking. Why?
He was saying, everything
He hasn't
starts
been
with
active
cleaning.
because he.
Yeah, but all his videos are still up. I love his videos.
Yeah. Underneath you?
That's just cleaning your room will solve everything.
Debatable strategy, but
To clean your room?
No, like that'll solve everything.
10 seconds.
Yeah, apparently it will, because you have to.
Raise your weapon. We're not finished yet.
I don't clean my room, bro.
Definitely a start though. I would
It
think.
took me 5 years to clean my room. Still haven't finished it.
It would take you fucking an hour and a half.
Nah, well, no, because I have to decide where things go, and I have to decide if like what to throw out. Like deciding cleaning your room is like creating like a foolproof routine. It's like deciding how you want to live, how you want your space to reflect it.
That is the way. On to the next round.
That's the idea behind why people go, like minimalism.
Well, I'm not
You're
good at
right,
cleanup. Cleaning is my worst. I'm good at gathering. I'm good
You never got into that
The pressure.
that song as a kid. Clean up, clean up. Didn't indoctrinate you properly.
Yeah, even Ken Wilber, bro. Like when he talks about consciousness, he mentions cleanup is a huge part of it. Like you need to clean up. What a bitch.
Forward. No mercy.
I'm not even good at like deleting apps on my phone, bro.
They're hurting. Send them home.
Deleting apps on your phone.
Yeah. That's a hard task for me, bro. Clean up my like homepage and shit. Or like
just
on my
gotta purge.
computer, I always notice that on my computer, I just have files everywhere all over my fucking desktop. Until it gets to such a big mess that I just put all the shit into one folder labeled desktop. 2019 or like 2020, and I'll put like the month, and then I'll start up new. But like I don't actually go through it or clean it or throw out anything. I just kind of like put it in one folder and like
Fight for it.
hide it. I'm the type of person to have like a bajillion tabs open, bro. On my iPhone, on Google Chrome, when you open too many tabs, instead of having a number, it puts a smiley face.
When you have too many tabs, it gives you what?
You know how like in the top right corner it tells you have like 5 tabs open or 20 tabs open? It puts like a number.
Yeah, for you, it doesn't even put a number because you have too many.
Yeah, it just puts a smiley face.
That is the way. On to the next
How many tabs do you have open?
I don't know. But all my phones have that, bro. All my phones have always had that. I think that's the reason why my Pixel just stopped working, because I think it got full.
This is match point.
It said stuff was too full. I tried downloading a song, and then I was editing a video at the same time, and I had a lot of shit going on my phone. Like I was video editing, I was listening to music. I just downloaded a song to
Sure, he's
video
right there.
edit.
One round means
Like
nothing.
I was doing a lot, and then my phone just turned off and stopped, never turned back on.
Yeah, probably.
But I think what happened is it like downloaded 1 megabyte too much or some shit.
Tied up.
Like I don't know.
Get ready.
It doesn't have enough memory to just start up, basically.
Just fucking clean that bitch out.
Well, it's a bummer because it won't turn on for me to clean it.
Bro, I just fucking fell down.
You slid into fire that one.
Fall back.
Had no choice.
Like that fire killed you, bro.
I think the bullets also played a role.